Hello, it's Caroline at For the Love of Crochet, and I have a finished object. Thank you for stopping by today and seeing what I hooked up. Thank you so much if you've subscribed recently, and thank you to Joe's Web. Thank you for sending some people my way. It's always a joy to make more crochet friends and share the love of crochet. All right, so I'm just gonna start pulling things out of my basket and we're gonna go with the flow. So here we go. This book is a new little gem I found, and if you are new here, first time watching, I made the bear. I made this little bear, not so little. And next on my list is the horse. And Joe over at Joe's Web, another crochet podcaster, is going to join me, and she's making a horse too. Now, she still hasn't got her book yet. If you watched her latest video, she's made some granny tops that were super cute, and I think she needs to make them in more colors. I made the horse. Ooh, almost gotcha. So here's his mane, here's his tail, and in the book he's made in black. There's his harness. They call it a halter. Now, there's only one thing wrong with this. I take that back. They don't really tell you how many strands to cut. And in the book, it looks like there's a lot. I mean, if they can make it filled on both sides, and the picture are not that great. So there's more. And then look at this. That's it. They don't tell you how many strands to cut. So I cut like 20 or 30, and then I doubled it over, and mine's not as full, but it's all right. It's all right. And I want to say that the length that they had, I'm wondering if it should be longer. What do you think? Okay, let's do a little comparison, because this is made from I Love This yarn in like a blue tweed. It has these beautiful colors that reminded me of the Circus. I did have to go and buy this silver thread. I did not have that. So this is made with Yarn ID, which I say works up like a number 5. And look, I mean, just look at the legs. They're big, and he's bigger. It's just big difference. So these are my two happy Circus. Very happy I got this book. Very pleased with all the patterns. Okay. Let's just see what else I got in my basket. You know that I love me some Scrubby yarn. I never buy sponges. I just make sponges. This is called Scrubby Sparkle from Red Heart, but I also get the brand from Hobby Lobby. And I make African flowers. I make 2 of them, and I put them together, and it's a sponge. I don't have any on hand because I've been giving them away, or I've been using them, and so I don't have any worked up finally. And hooked up, I'll put the name here. She had a new pattern for Scrubby yarn. And I thought, well, I need a new sponge. This is it. Now, this could be used for a pattern, right? Like a snail or something. So it's flat on this side, and it is curved on this side. Now, she gives a quick tutorial on it. It's a free pattern, and I made mine bigger. Hers, but I messed up on it. Hers was this small. I gave mine an extra row because I thought, this is too tiny for a little sponge. This is a little baby. Okay, but I did forget the row right here. But nonetheless, it would not change the size. It would just give it an extra wall right here. So this time I did it correctly. I didn't forget my wall. I did it from the very beginning row and worked my way in. But I gave myself another row because I want a bigger sponge. So I really like this. I also like the fact that there's no ends. You know, you just keep working. It's the easiest thing to do. Well, if you're used to working with this type of yarn. If you are new to using this, I would try it in a cotton yarn just so you can see the process and how it works up. And it could be a washcloth or something. And it's even nice to like hold your soap. Some people who exfoliate would mind that. Not me. I don't want that. My skin's dry enough. Although you can't tell because I'm hot flashing. Okay, so that is something I worked up. Very happy to have even a faster pattern to make a sponge because an African flower has 3 different colors. And sometimes I was making it in one color, but it's still longer than this, I think. Anyway, like the new pattern for Scrubby. Okay, the next thing came from this book. A lot of people have been raving about this book, and I thought I was going to love it when I bought it a long time ago. It has 30 animals to create, 30 loveys, and they come with clothes. And if you've seen my Amigurumi book tag, which I'll link here or at the end, you will see that I had this book, but I had not worked from it. And so because of the book tag, I decided it's time I work something. And I tabbed a bunch of junk. I went through all my books and I tabbed a bunch of stuff. So I did one. He's a sad little puppy. Okay, now if you are familiar with Gail, Stitchity Doo Doll, she does a very good job of telling you if there's errors or changes that she makes to a pattern to... She's very good at changing things to make them look even cuter or... yeah, just cuter. I don't want to offend anyone because the patterns are great and everything, but she had found that one side ended up having more stitches than the other, and that you were able to see the I forget what the line is called when you meet a stitch line, whatever you want to call it, where you meet up. She said that you were able to see it. So I did not do all the work that she said to. I just kind of like, oh, I'm just going to go to the end and make this the increase and the increase and the increase. And every time I like kind of fold it in half. Very easy suggestion. And then that's it. And it looks like it came out even, but I'm not a fan of these eyes, but they are super cute. They make them look so sad. I didn't put blush on him. I should have put blush. And I did use a safety nose because I never use them and I want to, so it came out perfect. And I used the leftover yarn from the bear. So this is the Yarn ID. It's that brown. So here he is. And I finally made something from the Crochet Ragdolls book. Check. There he is. He's cute. Lots of other things that I want to make. So I don't think anything from this will be on my hook very soon. But if I do, I've tabbed them and they're ready. So those are all my FOs for this week. I had a couple of secret projects that I was working on, so I can't show those. But if you want to see all my whips, check out my recent crochet craft cart. I give you an update and some things that I changed about my cart, and I show you my current whips and that doll. Remember that naked doll? Well, naked, you know. She was missing her clothing, but yeah. I have a plan and I share it in that video. So go check out that video if you haven't watched. All right, so I shall see you in the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.